Football lovers, sanibonani. Welcome to PK Sports. Igama lami Mbongi Nkosi. Ngithembe ukuthi ni kahle, niyaphila. Danko. In today's video, we'll talk about three players. It's Langelihle Phili, George Lehlokonolo Matlou, and Ibrahim Jabbar. Kodwa ke nani niyalazi udaba ukuthi ngaphambi ukuthi yekude, cela ningisiza ngokulike, kubaluleke kakhulu ukuthi uqala nje ukubukela ivideo uthi like. Lokho kunye kuma subscriptions ayi sesokubona ngendlela, but i-like ibaluleke kakhulu. Ngabonga kakhulu futhi ngawenza omkhulu umehluko. Asivele sihlale udabeni. George Matlou is a player that I think ukuthi he has been unlucky at Chiefs. He was injury stricken all the time. He's injury prone. So there was no way that Kaizer Chiefs would keep him. He's a player I feel for at Chiefs because if you look at his age is still good for him to keep on playing. But at Chiefs, things become difficult for him. If it's not injuries, it's a game time. For a player that arrived at Chiefs in 2022, he spent almost 5 years at Chiefs. He only got 46 games under his name at Chiefs and registered 3 assists. And for an attacking midfielder, it is concerning because you are supposed to be creating most of the time. If you get an option, you score. But injuries is the story of George Matlou at Kaizer Chiefs. It is sad. And you know, in a club, there are 3 things that keep a player in a club. They look at the performance. Is he helping the club? So how can he help the club if most of the time he's injured? You see, that's a problem. They look at the availability. Is he available? No, because unokuba injured most of the time. They look at the PR. Does it help you for your career or it hinders your growth as a player and it derails you as a player from reaching your full potential? And it is said as he was announced, the only thing I'd say he had at Chiefs is that trophy abayiwinile as a collective, as a team in Nedbank Cup, of which everyone that contributed vele deserves to have achieved something at Chiefs. He will be proud I'm part of that generation that broke the 10-year drought. But ngaphandle kwaloko akukho esingakusho okukhulu. And it is sad because you could tell if he was injury free, he was going to help the club. Kodwa ke asikho lapho. We hope as they've reported uMazolo he's in advanced talks with Stellenbosch. So kuyacaca kahle kahle Kaizer Chiefs beyifuna ukwenzani, beyifuna ukubapha player eli-free agent to be part of the deal to get uLangelihle Phili. It doesn't make sense. Yabo, yona ayiwenzi umqondo. But let's hope nje uzoba right la yakhona and uzoba injury free because something enginokunotice ama players at Chiefs baba nama injuries, but mabasuka ku Chiefs baba injury free, bayakora, baya assist. So you don't understand what is it that is happening in naturena thina singayazi. Because you can see glimpses uMatlou he's a player that can contribute massively in a club. Unfortunately, assist yakhe by cancel, but uDa Silva offside against iTS Galaxy. But as move to the second topic, I want us to talk about uLangelihle Phili because uyo sematheni okwamanje. iKaizer Chiefs offer yabo was rejected by Stellenbosch because bafuna 16 million for uLangelihle Phili. And if you look at the age of Phili, it makes sense. He's still young. And obviously, potential-wise, he has a huge ceiling to reach. But 16 million poor. And this Stellenbosch, I'd say they were smart, this Stellenbosch. 16 million because they knew very well. Kaizer Chiefs are because the Chiefs is 10 million, 8 million. The latest is 10. Ile abathule ngayo ke uNthware nalo ibhinqa. So people are blaming i-Kaizer Chiefs ukuthi no lento i-Chiefs eyenza istinch ayifuni ngemali. I-Kaizer Chiefs lana it's not about money. Kwashiwo kudala vele ukuthi they are prioritizing a move for Ulangelihle Phili to go to Europe. Even now ngasikudala ngifundile from Austin Dihlobo ukuthi even his family they are pushing for a move ukuthi ayele Europe, because as once he trialed with the Swedish team called Djurgården if. So that tells you ukuthi even if Kaizer Chiefs have tried to improve their off, they wouldn't be considered ukuthi they can get Ulangelihle Phili. Vele wakudala vele ibonakala ukuthi angeke. So it's not about imali the way ngiyibona ngakhona. But we know Kaizer Chiefs vele ukuthi in terms of ukuthi keep imali to buy quality players, yeah, sekwaba yinto vele abangayihluphi ngayo, because their recruitment plan we already know it ukuthi they look for free agents or players that are abroad that are South Africans that they can bring back home. Yabo. But ngitshele wena ngombono wakho ukuthi what do you think about this whole situation? Ukuthi maybe if Kaizer Chiefs izamile improve, maybe they could have a change of heart to Stellenbosch. Because in situations like this you wonder ukuthi just imagine Kaizer Chiefs paying Stellenbosch 16 million rand for a player that they could develop themselves in their own development structures. We have many good players there. The problem is that how can you find a plan that is going to allow these youngsters shine at Chiefs? That's the only thing missing. Because you'll find yourself in a situation whereby teams will want to exploit you. A 21-year-old, a price tag of that player is 16 million. You have players in your own academy that can be able to give you the same input. Because Phili didn't play much with top flight football. This was his second season. That's where he managed to score 9 goals and assisted once. Just imagine if he didn't register those stats. Would he be the talk of the town right now? I don't think so. And you wonder, would he be able to replicate those stats at Chiefs, looking at the pressure, looking at his age, which is not that renowned yet? Because you have to consider the positives and the negatives in a player. As good as he is, will he be able? Instead, rather risk it on your own player that you have developed, rather than going out, all out, paying 16 million for a player. Sometimes I think within Kaizer Chiefs, when they sit down as the board, they make these decisions after thinking thoroughly about them. It's not about making irrational decisions sometimes. Let's move to Ibrahim Jabbar, another youngster from Nigeria. Another thing with you buy youngsters from other teams, doesn't make sense to have your own. He was linked with the Kaizer Chiefs, or rather he was offered to Kaizer Chiefs, but it looks like with the Kaizer Chiefs haven't made a move so far. Amazulu have made the move as they started negotiating with the agent of Ibrahim Jabbar, and he's in demand because there are teams that want him also in the Gulf, also in Europe, and as a free agent. And it's not that he is no longer performing, but he decided not to extend his stay with the Stellenbosch. And he's a foreigner, and the Chiefs, you know very well, with one thing that we should preserve is that foreign code. Since we are not sure about who will leave, who will stay, we only left with one for now, currently. He's a central midfielder. He's very physical. So the real question is, does Kaizer Chiefs need a player like Ibrahim Jabbar? Is he gonna fit in the system of Fernando da Cruz? We have many players at Chiefs that are not contributing to the club's success. Should they be released for a player like Jabbar? because even him in the previous season, he didn't get much game time. The change of a coach yabo simply means that he will not be preferred as the former coach Steve Barker. It contributes to him not playing that much. But more big age, that's where you say, okay, he can still offer you rather than going for a free agent that is over the age of 30. But even if Kaizer Chiefs doesn't consider signing him, I don't see a problem there. But they should make a signing that will make us not to even think about Jabbar. If we could have signed Jabbar, maybe we could be in a better position.